This one is from PFF as well, Pro Football Focus. One move every AFC team wishes it had made prior to the 2024 season. Browns, they say, draft an offensive lineman earlier. Massive problem on Cleveland's offense stems from the line that ranked 30th in PFF overall grade. Injuries at left tackle, declining play from Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller have been critical. Cleveland didn't pick until 54 overall. It still missed out on options like Tanner Boratelli instead of Zach Zinter, who has not been effective. Dismal 43.9 and 35.0 passing grade. Again, Zinter, I don't think they ever intended to play this season. So, yeah, the line was a problem. I don't know if drafting a lineman earlier would have been the solution. The solution would have been, I keep going back, how did you not know that all three of the injured tackles weren't going to be ready? That you were going to be trying to piecemeal together your tackle position early in the season? That's the problem.
Yeah, we've talked about that for months. That I figured a signing like Donovan Smith would have made a ton of sense just to add some depth and protect themselves at tackle. The one good piece of news they've had there is Jack Conklin since he's come back. We really haven't heard much about him, which if you're an offensive lineman, that's a good thing. Then your name really isn't brought up. But even looking, yeah, when you're talking about Zach Zinter, I think I kind of said the same thing when he got drafted. He's coming off a broken tibia and fibula. They actually suffered almost 2 days to the year. He is on a this is against the Michigan game. This was the Michigan Ohio State game. Suffered the broken tibia, broken fibula. I said about that time, this would have been a good year to redshirt Zach Zinter. Let him get stronger, let him get used to practicing and working with a professional offensive line and those sorts of things. And they put him out there. They were forced to put him out there early because of injury. He didn't play well. And I think there's certainly reason for that because maybe he just needs to get stronger. So that's the way I kind of look at it there. And when you talk about what the Browns could have done in the draft, remember they only had 5 picks in the draft. They didn't have a pick until number 54, which is actually the earliest they've had since their first round pick. Beg your pardon, 6 picks they had in the draft. So really only so much they could do with it, especially just 2 picks in the first 4 rounds. They pretty much had very little to work with. So, I mean, you can only do so much with limited draft capital.